He who is overly attached to his family members experiences fear and sorrow, for the root of all grief is attachment. Thus one should discard attachment to be happy. The biggest guru mantra is, never share your secrets with anybody. It will destroy you. One who can't determine his goals cannot win. Test a servant while in the discharge of his duty, a relative difficulty, a friend in adversity, and a wife is misfortune. Avoid him who talks sweetly before you but tries to ruin you behind your back, for he is like a pitcher full of poison with milk on top. Even if a snake is not poisonous, it should pretend to be venomous. A person should not be too honest. Straight trees are cut first and honest people are screwed first. A man is great by deeds, not by birth. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. Once you start working on something, don't be afraid of failure and don't abandon it. People who work sincerely are the happiest. As soon as the fear approaches near, attack and destroy it. God is not present in idols. Your feelings are your God. The soul is your temple. Wealth, a friend, a wife, and a kingdom may be regained, but this body, when lost, may never be acquired again. Never make friends with people who are above or below you in status. Such friendships will never give you any happiness. Humbleness is at the root of self-control. The one excellent thing that can be learned from a lion is that whatever a man intends doing should be done by him with a wholehearted and strenuous effort. As a single withered tree, if set aflame, causes a whole forest to burn, so does a rascal son destroy a whole family. There is poison in the fang of the serpent, in the mouth of the fly, and in the sting of a scorpion, but the wicked man is saturated with it. Purity of speech, of the mind, of the senses, and of a compassionate heart are needed by one who desires to rise to the divine platform. The fragrance of flowers spreads only in the directions of the wind. But the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. Drop the idea that attachment and love are one thing. They are enemies. It is attachment that destroys all love. We should not fret for what is past, nor should we be anxious about the future. Men of discernment deal only with the present moment. The earth is supported by the power of truth. It is the power of truth that makes the sun shine and the winds blow. Indeed, all things rest upon truth. The world's biggest power is the youth and beauty of a woman. Learn from the mistakes of others. You can't live long enough to make them all yourselves. There is some self-interest behind every friendship. There is no friendship without self-interests. This is a bitter truth. Till the enemy's weakness is known, he should be kept on friendly terms. Those base men who speak of the secret faults of others destroy themselves like serpents that stray onto ant hills. Never settle for anything less than what you deserve. It's not pride, it's self-respect. It is better to die than preserve life by incurring disgrace. The loss of life only pains a moment, but disgrace every day of one's life. A man is born alone and dies alone, and he experiences the good and bad consequences of his karma alone, and he goes alone to hell or the supreme abode. It is the mind of man alone that is the cause of his bondage or freedom. As long as your body is healthy and under control and death is distant, try to save your soul. When death is imminent, what can you do? A person who cannot decide his goal simply cannot win. The wealth earned by unjust means will perish for sure. A true son is obedient, a true father is loving, and a true friend is honest. There are two ways to deal with thorns and wicked people. One is to crush them, and the other is to stay away from them. A guru who shows his disciple the path of righteousness leaves a huge debt. It cannot be paid back as none of the physical objects is so precious. No one can defeat a powerful mind. A man who has mercy and compassion for all creatures is religious for sure. He does not require any religious symbol or sign to prove his religiousness. Money comes and goes, so is the youth. Life goes and goes the soul, nothing lasts forever. The only thing that stays firm is your faith. Even if a gem be placed on the foot and a mirror on the head, still, the gem will not lose its value.